Hey everyone, I want to do a May monthly favorites, and I know I've been MIA for several months, so sorry about that. I will try and do some more videos for those of you who maybe watch my videos or have watched some of my previous ones. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Some of these are, actually I'll say almost all of these are new. One or two is maybe a repeat, but that's about it. So I'm going to start with hair. This is a repurchase. This is the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. Probably my favorite sea salt spray I've tried. I've tried 3 now, and this is my favorite, my second bottle. So it's cheap. You get the sea salt, you get the wavy, but it's not like it causes tangling. Some of them are, it's almost like it makes your hair a mess, and too much of a mess. It's not a pretty mess. The only other hair item I have for this month is this Goody comb. You can probably see the hair. I'm starting to go to the gym, which girlfriend needs to go a lot more than I am, but I do like this for just a kind of quick detangling when I'm about to hop in the shower. It's easier for me to brush my hair before I shower and then comb afterwards than going in with crazy hair. It'll never get clean. So those are it for hair products. Repurchase of something similar to what I've had for skin. I have been using Proactiv off and on for probably the last 8 or 9 years. So this is my first time trying the Target version. I just picked this up this afternoon. I think this is $11.99. I don't know what Proactiv is retail-wise. I've purchased Proactiv at kiosks, and I've also purchased Proactiv as like a member. And I have to say, as much as I love Proactiv, I hated their member costs because they were so confusing. You would subscribe for $34 and you'd get the small size at first, and then all of a sudden your account was being charged $90, but you were getting a bigger size, but you're only getting them every 90 days and you're getting charged monthly. I don't know. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, so I canceled that subscription immediately after realizing they were like double and triple charging my account. So I'm going to give this a try. I don't always use the 3 steps. I hate to say it, I'm not huge on the toner. It's okay, but I always skip that step. I really like the treatment. The last step and the cleanser is pretty good too. So I'll let you know my thoughts in response to if it's like Proactiv or not. So that's another one. New for me is vitamins, if we're going to go on the skin regimen. I suffer from acne, and on my face it's more adult acne. I've been on Accutane in the past. I had been on antibiotics most of my teenage years, and I haven't really done any kind of oral medication for acne since I've had my daughter, just because I don't want to have that kind of stuff in my system. And topical stuff is just better to do a Proactiv type thing versus getting something from the dermatologist. I find that they give me a lot of salicylic stuff, and I actually don't do very good with salicylic. I'm more of a benzoyl peroxide kind of person, so I might as well just do the over-counter stuff for me. So I've been doing some research, and I'm trying to find some vitamins that I can naturally integrate in my daily routine, because I know that some of them you can probably get better results with just eating the foods directly, but they're not my favorite foods, or it's just not very realistic to get the amount of doses that I need. So one of them that's come highly recommended for acne is zinc, and this is just a generic Walgreens brand. I know you should probably go for the healthier versions of vitamins, because there still can be a lot of junk in some of these, especially the cheap ones, but I just wanted to see if it did anything. And I have to say, I saw a lot of results with adding zinc. It took me about 5 days of taking it consecutively to actually see some results, and not so much with my face, but with my body. I do get acne in other areas, and I found that my skin didn't feel so oily and so slick all the time. So I do think it helped, but I missed one day. I went out for cocktails and came home and forgot to take it, and I feel like my skin has just gone 360 and it's all messed up again. So I don't know if it's just that touchy, or if it's that time of the month, or if it's the change of seasons. I'm so sensitive, it honestly could be anything. So I don't know. We'll see, but I think I saw some good results. I'm going to keep taking it. 2 others that I've added into my diet is vitamin A. 8,000 I use. Oh, the zinc, I'm taking 50 milligrams. So vitamin A and vitamin D. I live in the Midwest, so we have like no sun. Even though it's supposed to be spring, we have no sun right now. So I'm going to try and see if that helps, because sun always helps me with acne. So maybe some faux vitamin D. And vitamin A, obviously, beta carotene and vitamin A is the source of what's in Accutane, and I had very good results with that. Obviously, I'm not trying to mimic Accutane, as it can be very toxic, and that's why they monitor your blood levels and pregnancy and all that stuff. So I'm not trying to get to those doses, but I'm going to see if small amounts can actually help. And there's a couple other vitamins I'm going to try, but I haven't started. So I've been doing those 3 with a probiotic daily to see if that helps. And I'll let you know. But so far, I think not negative. It hasn't gotten worse, so that's a good start. On to makeup. A new for me, I had really been into my Mineral... Oh, that's my phone. Sorry. Gosh, I can't even remember what it was called. A spray mineral foundation that you can get from Ulta that I really like. But I wanted to try something different because those canisters, for those of you who've tried the Dior version, I think there was even a Sally Hansen version, all different kinds of versions. The bad downside to those spray foundations is that they're gone in like 10, 20 uses, depending on how much you use. They're not one of those foundations you're going to have around for a long time, which can be good and it can also be bad. So I was kind of tired of repurchasing as often, and I wanted to try something else for that sake. I still like the results of the other ones. So I've been hearing a lot about the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm getting married this summer, and so I wanted to see maybe this. I knew the other foundation really wasn't going to be great photo quality, so I kind of wanted to try test this. I'm in N120. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it has good coverage. I think it's still kind of dewy. I would say more satin than dewy, but I have oily skin, so everything kind of turns dewy. The only thing I would say is I'm right in between colors. This one's probably slightly too dark for me, but since we're going to be going into summer, and I think a little bit darker coloring looks better on photos, I think this is a good match. And I do like it, and it hasn't broken me out profusely, which is normally what happens when I try a new foundation. So kudos on that. So when I bought that from Sephora, I also wanted to look for a brush because I really don't use brushes a lot in foundations. I try, and none of my brushes seem to work, and the foundations, I'll try it on 3 or 4 of my own brushes, and I just don't want to go and invest in a brush if it doesn't work. So with this very liquidy foundation, I decided to get the Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush brush, number 56. It's the smaller. I think they have a big one, a small one for foundation, a traditional foundation brush, and I like this. I think it's good. You can use it alone, or what I sometimes do if I want to go for a little less coverage, a little more everyday wear, I'll stipple it on. I'll stipple the HD on with this foundation brush, and then I'll use my Faux Beauty Blender Sephora knockoff sponge just to kind of dab it into the skin. So that's been working pretty good. Underneath that, I have been wearing, well, 2 things I've been wearing. As a foundation primer, I've been wearing this. I got this in my Birchbox this month. It's the Paul & Joe Moisturizing Foundation Primer in number 2. And I like it. It's very liquidy. It doesn't break up my skin. It's not a dimethicone based, which I like. It does have a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see that. It is a fleshy tone, so since it's number 2, I imagine that they do have either sheer or darker tones. But I do like it. It is like a really light moisturizer. It doesn't seem like it breaks me out, and I really don't like silicone or dimethicone based primers. It sounds good in theory, but it's a hot mess on my face. It just looks greasy, and it feels greasy, and it gives me breakouts, so I try to stay away from silicone and dimethicone as much as possible. And underneath the Paul & Joe, I wear this on a daily basis. It's the RoC Multi-Correction Lift Anti-Gravity Day Moisturizer with SPF 30, UVA and UVB. Anti-wrinkle lifts, protects. don't know about the anti-wrinkle because really all the active ingredients in here are just sunscreen. So I'm not really anti-wrinkle other than the fact that you're protecting your skin. It's not like they have Retin-A in here. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, you're going to hear this in my videos. If it doesn't break me out, it's a good product because so much does break me out. I do like this though. You do get a lot of SPF. It feels really lightweight. I actually kind of like the smell. I know some people like scentless stuff, but I like the smell on this. And it's really nice. I think you can layer it on. And you can wear it without makeup, so it's a good one. In the Rock family, I have been using this Retinol Correction Deep Wrinkle Night Cream. I use this at night, and I use it only every other night because it does have Retin-A in it. I do like it. My forehead is sensitive to this. I'm one of those people where different areas on my face or my skin are sensitive to certain things. So great on my face and my nose, and the rest I just kind of avoid my forehead area because I have noticed this does cause breakouts in that area of my face when I wear it at night. So, but I do this on every other night, and then I'll wear a serum the opposite night. So kind of go back and forth. And I think the last for beauty products that I have, which is a recent purchase and also a favorite, is a deodorant. I've been looking for an all-natural deodorant. So I found this La Vanilla, the Healthy Deodorant Pure Vanilla Solid Stick. And I've been wanting to try a more natural version. I don't really care for Tom's. I've tried Tom's in the past. So this is no aluminum, no parabens. It's nourishing. It's 100% natural. It smells really good. And when you put it on, it almost feels like cool water. It feels like cucumber water. It feels really refreshing. And I do like it. It's obviously not an antiperspirant. It's a deodorant. So keep that in mind if you have perspiration issues. But I really like it. It's perfect for the summer. It smells great. And it's healthy. So I'm just going to throw in a last May favorite because I just picked this up today. But I know I'm going to love it because I've already seen it. Is dun, 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 True Blood Season 5. This is the complete 5th season. I have all the other seasons and I'm obsessed with True Blood. This is my first summer that I will not have HBO, so I'm itching at figuring out how I'm going to get to see the 6th season, but love the books, love the show, so thumbs up for that. Thank you, May. Have a good one, and we'll see you in June.